Hello everybody, welcome to the Zero Torque Racing League. We're under practice here right now with 2 minutes left in the session. My name's Gage Wentzel, and my partner here beside me is Blake Smith. Blake, you see anything here in practice that could catch your eye out for the race and for qualifying tonight?
Well, I kind of just got here a couple minutes ago, honestly, but just kind of speed here. Looking at Robert Tester, he won last week. Expecting a lot of speed out of him. Got a lot of experience. Other than that, no, I kind of need to get looking at some lap times here and looking at some of these other guys. We do see some other guys that we didn't see last week. Quite a few of them, actually. So, we're going to be learning some new names and numbers tonight.
Yeah.
What have you seen, Gage?
Well, I see the same thing as we saw last week. When we ended that race, that Robert Tester car, fastest here in practice. And he looks real sporty right now. He's not too far ahead of Andrew Poppy Joy. Or Dustin Rogerson for that matter. It's all under a tenth for the top 5. So, it's really tight, really close racing. But, for qualifying, I think you got to look at all those top 5. And it's a mixed bag, unlike last week. It's not the Fords or the Chevys. You see a Toyota up there. And you're seeing the Chevys up there. So, I think any one of the manufacturers tonight could get a pole position tonight.
Absolutely. As we're looking here through the lap times, they are fairly tight until we get down to maybe about 12th, 13th position. It drops off another 10th or 2. But yeah, top 10, top 12 within 2 tenths. Pretty encouraging here. It is going to be really tough to pass, though. We've seen that. We'll see if we can get some long runs, get strung out.
Yeah, and with those long runs, Blake, you see a lot of tire conservation. And with this track specifically, I mean, I've raced here, you've raced here before, I believe, right? Here at Vegas. You don't want to run that top because the top just, especially in the next gen car, it's really bad on your tires. And for whatever reason, it just chatters them out completely. So you got to be careful here. Got to run a smart race. You have all the grip in the world for the first 15 laps, and it's going to fall off a cliff. So that's big, important stuff here as we got practice wrapping up. Robert Tester is your quickest in practice. And let's watch him here for his qualifying lap once he starts rolling out on the racetrack. Qualifying underway. We'll see once these drivers start getting on the pit road. Here's Samuel Longworth. He's pulling that number 7 Chevrolet Red Bull machine, Blake. You'd love to see Red Bull, an international company, a company that's big here in the States, on a race car tonight.
I do like a Red Bull in my belly.
It's a popular energy drink, right? It's a big one. And Samuel Longworth has a pretty good looking paint scheme here. There's a lot of yellow on that machine, but it doesn't matter really. A Red Bull scheme is always good to look at.
Yeah. Interesting to see a Red Bull scheme without any blue, to be honest with you. White.
Oh, it's kind of lacking that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I mean, blue is a vital part here as he starts his qualifying lap.
Maybe it's like a sugar-free paint.
Yeah, maybe it's the sugar-free. Yeah, we're not sure, but I don't see sugar-free on the hood, so you never know really. But either way, he's starting here and right in the middle. Blake, is that maybe where the speed is tonight? I'm not quite sure, but we'll see here.
Let's see what he does down in Grand 4.
Yeah, I would assume the bottom. Runs the middle, doesn't really run the bottom. We'll see how he fares here. He should be the first car to set a lap here. Number 7 machine. He is P2. Dean Howard at the moment is your fastest time in his number 8 Sunoco Chevrolet.
And we saw some speed out of him in practice last week. A little bit of a disappointing result.
Oh, and Andrew Papajoy. Pole position for that Toyota. Yeah, without a doubt, Dean Howard last week showed good speed in practice, didn't qualify well, and then gets caught up in an early wreck, unfortunately. It's always tough at these racetracks because Wesley Briggs puts it P2, the 81 Chevrolet, Joshua Siegfried, 4th in his 85 Ford. Gino Ratzkowski in the 54 Chevrolet.
The first female we've seen in the field.
So I believe so. Hopefully it's a girl and not a guy, and we're just,
apologies
if so,
wrong there.
Max Melizzo, sorry, that's a It's a tough name at first glance. His 19 Ford comes off turn number 4. What lap time will he put up in this 19 or 77 machine actually? P9, slowest of the cars running by 0.4 of a second off Matthews there. Got Desmond Bernal and his 27 Ford Mustang. Where will he slot in tonight? Pole! Pole from Bernal. What a lap!
Let's go back and watch that lap and see what he's done here.
Oh, without we'd love to see the difference in what drivers make. We're gonna get a replay of the lap. We're just gonna rewind it here.
Coming to green.
See, let's see in his line in 3 and 4. Yep, wrapping the bottom, Blake. That's what you got to do here tonight. You want to wrap the bottom, run the seam, because that's where the speed is. That's where you save the most tire, and that's where it all is. And I think we came back at the end of his qualifying lap there. But either way, you see, he's most likely going to wrap the bottom throughout this entire track, and that's where the speed is, Blake, and that's where you save the most tires. So, without a doubt, that's a car you got to be looking for, though.
Well, even though we saw only the 3 and 4 portion of that qualifying lap, it was nice to see, him getting down to the white line, being able to wrap it. And you do look at that white line, it has a lot of black marks on it. That's a lot of rubber. These cars are trying to run on that paint. It has a lot of grip on it, and it was going to help you get speed on the long run here tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt, you got to. You gotta watch it. Ooh, here we go. Robert Tester. He's out on the racetrack, I believe. Let's look at his machine. Off pit road. This is the car. Top in practice, Blake. Will he be top in qualifying? Won last week at Chicagoland in the preseason races. The last preseason race of the season. So, a lot on the line here. A bit of bragging rights. Bragging rights never hurts. Let's see how he starts his lap here.
Coming to green was really nice there.
Oh yeah, really good corner. Let's get an in-car camera of this machine. Wrap the bottom real good. Ooh, mistake. Oh!
Got too aggressive there, getting in the corner.
Yeah, he wanted too much, Blake, and that is where this lap might not. We'll see a 3 and 4 here. Wraps the bottom good. On the throttle. Oh, where'd he go? Qualifying, I believe, ended.
Oh, it did.
Unfortunate.
Did not get a lap. That's going to be fun to watch, folks, tonight. Oh, my God.
And that means Desmond Bernal, your pole sitter, Andrew Popjoy.
Second week in a row, we've seen a Ford on top here.
And, I mean, Ford on top in practice last week, and the win, and pole. A pole tonight, top in practice. So they do the two times in a row of sweeping all the leaderboards.
And Dustin Rogerson, we saw him fast last week. He's
Oh,
fast
no
again
doubt.
this week. Gina, can I see that name again?
Ratzkowski, yes.
She's fast up there in fourth in the number 50.
I love that Zin. I believe it's a Zin car, that 54 car. It looks really nice. It's a nice looking paint scheme. You see Dustin Rogerson, he ended up finishing second last week at Chicago, so a good job there. You see Joshua Siegfried, 7th. On his outside, Longworth, the Red Bull Chevrolet. We got Colby Nill in the 42 Chevy, the 27 of Sean Franzis. I hope I pronounced that right. Sorry if I did not. We got Brian Brian Matthews. I'm just going to call him Matthews here. And his 28 machine. 77 of Max Milazzo. Sorry for the pronunciation issues. Those are some hard names to pronounce there.
Yes, they are. Learning them for the first time tonight here. A lot of these guys didn't race last week.
And we're seeing
Robert Tester there in 13th. He's going to be fast. It's going to be fun to watch him come up through the field tonight.
Oh, without a doubt, Blake. You have to wonder. Robert's biting himself there. He was, not even a half a lap shy of putting a lap down in qualifying. There was not every car did qualify. So Robert, fastest in practice. He'll start 14th, but I see a definite top 10 start from that machine, so it's definitely unfortunate to see him not start. We have 18 Chevrolets now. 18 machines out here tonight. It's more than last week, and they're all gritting. Cars are set. Pace car is about to start rolling here, Blake.
All right. You can smell that race fuel. You could see the gloves of the drivers moving on the steering wheel, getting everything ready inside the cockpits of those race cars. Oh, the fans are on their feet, getting excited. One to go to green this time.
And this is a longer race than last week, Blake. We don't want a lap 3 wreck. We want to take care of our cars, our equipment. We have to be smart tonight. We cannot end our race early off of a mistake that just shouldn't be happening. But either way, as you said, the fans on their feet, everyone ready to see these machines going 180 mile an hour here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Zero Torque Racing League. Did we see a crash there on our Sean Frazee? What has happened to Sean? Lost 7 spots from his grid. Did he spin? Not quite sure what happened there. An odd thing to happen before the green flag flies. Wonder if you maybe just going to the back, some late race adjustments or something, Blake.
I don't know, but we're about to go green. So.
Yes, we are. Pace car is about to pull off the 27 of Desmond Bernal, Andrew Popjoy, Gina Raskowski, Wesley Briggs, your top 4, front 2 rows. Get on your feet, everybody. Pace car's off. Green flag flies. Bernal will lead him in 1. A good launch there.
Early jump to the outside there. He's going to have a 2-3 car length lead entering 1 here.
Oh, and here comes Briggs. Running the top. An interesting decision early. Look at the bottom. Wrap it. Oh, crash in the back.
He's gonna actually be
Big crash. Back of the pack. Lap 1.
No.
And Robert Tester's in it. What happened?
Oh, Robert Tester has to.
Those are some heavy hits. I think some of these. Oh, what are we doing?
Ready to say, I think it's early enough in this race that Robert Tester's going to be able to
Oh
repair
my
all his
lord!
damage,
So I have to see what happened.
oh my!
Let's get a replay here. Oh no!
I think we had a change for the lead right as that caution did come out. Interesting choice by the 27.
So the 8 cars in. Oh no! He just loses it. Oh, and back up the track.
Oh wow!
A lot of cars in that, and a lot of hard. The 7 looks okay. Some front end damage.
He hit the wall head on.
Robert Tester, I think's good, even with the late race contact.
Yeah, he had a lot. He had a big hit there.
What happened up here?
Wow.
Lap 1, Blake, and we just said it. You got to take care of your stuff. I mean, the 77, nowhere to go. And you see that. Who is that car that just squeaked on? Was that Eric Morton? Eric Morton squeaked on by there. I think we need to see a POV of him. Early wreck. I mean, we just have to be patient, and I mean, that's unfortunate. Just getting loose on the top, I've done that on lap 1. So I'm going to see it here, though, from his point of view. Oh, my God. Oh, and that's the worst feeling as a driver at all. A car spinning on your inside, and he's up 10 spots in 1 lap. But that has taken out a tremendous amount of race cars, which you never want to see early in a race like this. But wow, that's for Siegfried here, pulling on to the racetrack. Get through a live view. Siegfried here in his pit stall. I think that 21 machine's. Oh, that's David P. Chairman. My apologies. Robert Tester down pit road. Sean Franizzi on pit road. Oh, and that 8 machine. Whole rear end housing. Or not rear end housing, though. Oh, yeah. That is most likely day over for him. Man, that's unfortunate, Blake.
He had a good qualifying run, too.
It's really in the 7. You said he might be done. He looks to be one of the safest ones out here.
I think I actually mistook him for Dean Howard in the 8 car.
I think you might.
The 7 did have pretty hard front end damage. So
He did, so I think he got that all fixed up.
Yep.
Dean Howard,
Right.
without a doubt, is done. Eric Robertson, Max Malazaro.
And again, this is just an exhibition race. It's the final one, actually. We're going to go regular season racing here next week, and we'll see y'all for that. That's gonna
I think after it's all said and done, we're going to only have 3 cars for day ending here with the damage.
Not bad. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure we'll see some more cautions. And,
I mean, cautions, precautions, but you would think that the the first, you know, green flag part of the race, you wouldn't see that. It's unfortunate, but stuff does happen. And I mean, I've spun out lap 1, turn 1.
You see it in the Cup Series too.
Oh, without, I
It
mean,
happens.
you look back, I think one of the best examples ever is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back from the COVID break,
That was just on my
Darlington,
mind.
lap 1, turn 2. It's the most, and Kyle Larson last a few weeks at
That was
Darlington.
lap 4, I think.
Yeah, lap 4,
Yeah.
and then 4 to go. I mean, the best drivers can do it. So don't put your, so for the 8 car, you know, don't feel bad about it. It's lap 1. Stuff happens, right? And you know, we're all going to be there at one point, so don't feel bad. You still have a long race to go. Grind for the rest of the drivers who have that damage. And Robert Tester, that's going to be, why didn't I qualify? Right? That's what that's going to be at the end of the day. Here we go, Wesley
We
Briggs.
saw Wesley Briggs take the lead there, going into 3 and 4, right as that caution was coming out.
So Wesley Briggs took the lead from Bernal. He'll try and hold it. The 42 all up in him. Oh, he disappeared there. As the pace car's off.
And that DC Solar pace.
Green flag, top did not go.
Wesley Briggs with a heck of a restart.
Oh, 4 or 5 tenths on the field already. See if they get cleanly through 1 and 2 this time. Bernal on the outside. Look at the 4 of Eric Morton there.
Gina Reskowski powers into the 3rd spot. Eric Morton up to 4th.
Oh, Eric Morton.
Squeezes his way up to the top.
Oh.
Blocking up and down the track on the backstretch.
You got to be careful. We just saw a wreck, Blake, but he's gone from the lead to 5th place, so you got to feel a little impatient if you're Bernal right now.
Absolutely. Wondering what you're doing wrong here.
It's just restarts, Blake, and you got to put your head on a swivel. Oh, to the inside of Eric Morton. Drifts up the track here, loses the front end, but Morton loses the rear end. Oh, Morton around, save it.
Oh, what a, oh, he's going to be.
Oh, off the fence though.
Stayed off the fence there, and there.
Oh!
Oh, that's going to be.
Oh no! Oh
There's a
my.
brake pedal in every one of these cars. Oh.
I would love to see
Oh no.
what happened to David. I mean, he did have damage. You do remember that he got caught up in that lap 1 crash, so you're wondering if it's hard to steer. Brakes maybe just locked up. But man, that was.
And if you're Eric Morton, I mean, you've got to stay stopped right there too. You know.
Oh,
it
it's
come out, so it's not like you're having to rush to get back.
and he stayed off the wall, and that's the most unfortunate part of it all. I'm gonna have to take a look back here. Oh, he's on the brakes there. Oh no. You couldn't see, I think.
There was still momentum. The car was still rolling. I kind of thought it was more to stop, and I thought he got back going again.
I would love to see the in-car here and seeing if maybe he just couldn't see through all that smoke, Blake. I mean, that's a real possibility.
This is going to be a demolition derby camera.
Oh, yeah. He can't see there. I mean, that's unfortunate. I mean, you're going to pick one way, top, bottom. If you go to the bottom, you could spin yourself out into the wreck.
Yeah.
I don't think much did wrong, but what happened to Siegfried here?
And there's not much visibility out of these Cup cars either. That is one misconception from a fan. You know, your visibility is very limited to your left, to your rights, and even out of your fronts too. You have the A post that cuts off your left
Oh,
vision.
what happened to Siegfried here? All by himself. That might not be too bad, though.
We saw Robert Tester sneak through there.
There is some front end damage. Siegfried in that first lap wreck makes it through there. I think he almost got tagged, and while trying to avoid it, lost the rear end there.
I did mention that we were probably going to have more cautions. You know, guys like Robert Tester, Dean Howard.
Eric Morton back here. Look at Eric Morton. He's on the racetrack. Insane. He is a lap down. But, I mean, only 1 lap down with getting plowed into the outside wall. That's not too bad, Blake, and I think, without a doubt, if he's able to get back out here, he could be a contender.
Absolutely.
See, David P. Sharon, I think that car is done with that front end damage that he took. He hit him a ton down the back straightaway. We're looking here at this Joshua Siegfried 85 machine. Will he be able to stay on the lead lap here? I believe he will. I think he's just preparing as much as possible. And now if you were in that first wreck, Blake, and you avoided this one, and I think we all saw that coming there with the contact off of 2 there with Dustin Rogerson, everyone just going for that same thing. I mean, it was where that all started when they were side by side with Bernal and Eric Morton, And Bernal washes up the track, gets the air off of the 4-car. Nothing intentional, just tight racing, and the 4-car loses the rear a bit there, Blake.
Absolutely. One little mistake at 180 mile an hour.
Oh, and David, I am so shocked. That machine is back out on the racetrack.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of heavy
Oh
rust in the
my,
front end.
that thing.
He's going to get more cautions, though. You
Ah.
can almost guarantee it.
Oh, it is crab walking. It's not that bad, maybe.
No, he's definitely going to be in the aero deficit. He's going to probably bring it back in here and make more repairs. Oh, and he just smacked the fence.
Yeah,
that car was done for sure.
Yes, that car is done.
Again.
And why
Not
is
even
James,
made pit road
why is
legal
the 7
here.
car down pit road, Blake?
He exited with repairs. And we do see Dean Howard still out there.
Oh, maybe an issue with the Wi-Fi or something there, Blake. Quite odd, but we're 2x2. Coming off turn 4, Briggs took the lead lap 1.
Colby Mill up to second.
As he's disappearing from reality there for a second. Pace car's off.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. A better start from the outside that time.
And we saw the inside launch with some really good speed again.
Gina Retzkowski on the bottom. Burnell in 4th, milking for 3rd on Nil. Oh, Nil's way loose on the top. As we see that slow car, the 21 with heavy damage out on the racetrack. Blake.
Right in front of the leaders. I am nervous from what we just saw right before the restart with him.
Here comes Bernal to the inside on Gina Retzkowski.
He's on the inside there. This is going to be really interesting. 3 wide.
I would love for him to stay on the bottom, stay out of the leader's way. And he's right in the middle.
He's actually got
3 wide for the lead right now.
Oh,
Briggs in the wall.
Tight in the wake of the
Whoa,
car.
a lot of disappearing there. And Desmond Bernal has taken the lead, but Neil wants it. And we are all over. This is horrible for some tires. Contact. They're door banging.
6 cars.
3 wide. No.
You saw that coming.
Oh no, keep it off the fence. Keep it off the fence. Oh no.
I think only one more car got collected.
And he hits the wall.
Inside pit lane. Oh.
There's the 28. Matthews, he's snuck through all this so far. Oh man. You hate to see all this. Robert Tester made it through another one there. This is working great for the 22 machine, as he is, or the 2 machine, as he has avoided all this. But that one might be the big one of fast race cars, and I would love to go back and take a look at that, because that one was, well, that was a big one. Go ahead. One second, we're trying to find the replay here. This thing's not cooperating with us. Oh, here we go. This is mayhem, Blake. This is the second big one we've had tonight. And I hate to say it. Oh, sorry there. We hit the wrong button. Yeah, so let's see how all this started. I'd love to get a blimp view of it. I think that will really give us a great story. Yes, this right here. Let's get a blimp view of this massive crash on the front straighter. You're going to see it. 27 comes down, the 42 comes up. I'd say that's more on the 27 than on the 42. That is tough right there. So without a doubt, I mean, that's 2 cars there, but when you see behind them, oh, Matthews, nowhere to go. And the 7, look at the 7. He snuck through that. What a job. Let's get back to live racing here. So We see Wesley Briggs out here, your race leader. Are we green flag here? Quite confused. No, we are not green flag. Yeah, we are not green flag. A lot of mayhem here with all the wrecked race cars.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going.
Here we are. Gina Rutkowski, I believe, is your race leader. I think all these cars, yeah, they're all a lap down, getting the wave around, Blake. So, what has happened to Gina?
Oh no.
What is happening? Stopped on the racetrack, maybe some internet things? Not quite sure. Gina Rutkowski's still on the racetrack. Oh, it's starting to roll again. And we're only 15 laps into this race, Blake, so we have a long way to go to the end of this race. And that's what I'm talking about, patience. Patience is the virtue of every race. If everyone's patient here, then we don't have big wrecks like that. And I mean, that's why we have preseason races. But if we go to Daytona next week and start the season off and we don't have patience, we're going to see this lap one again.
Absolutely.
So,
and we just can't see that and have a season-long points race.
So we hope everyone cleans it up. I think everyone will. It's just maybe preseason jitters, right? These guys maybe haven't raced this Cup car in a minute, you know, maybe at this track. But either way, we have to be more patient. And when you're more patient, you know, you have better chances of doing good. And I talk about that. This 21 car who has a ton of damage. He's going to take the wave around here, I believe. And he's going to get back on the lead lap. Gina Rutkowski still parked.
Very competitive, right in front of our
Still
leader.
parked in turns 1 and 2. I'm at a loss, Blake. I'm at a loss tonight.
Maybe she's
Hang
going
on,
to the
we're not
bathroom
going
or something
green.
real quick.
Not
I mean, she's
going
going to go
green.
a lap down here because pace car lights are off.
Well, and she's in a very bad spot too. We're probably not.
We're
gonna go green
not
until she
going to
moves.
go green.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
right oh, she's gonna go a lap down.
I think she's going to have time to pass. I don't know. How does this work?
She should have been a lap down. She was not at speed.
Yeah, I'm not sure, though, with how...
She's gonna go. She needs to go though.
Go now or not.
Yeah.
Someone either go to the back right here or don't. What are we... I think... Pace lights are back on. Pace lights are back on the race car.
I'm starting to think Gina was actually maybe a lap ahead of the field.
No, I don't believe so because she's no longer... See, she's in
Yeah,
7th
you're
place
right.
right now.
You're right
She's a
about
wave
that.
around car. So, I believe we'll get the 1 to go this time. The 7 machine is the first car a lap down, I believe. Not quite sure. This is quite confusing. I mean, a big wreck for the leaders, and then we have all this crazy drama. So, pace lights are back off. And Gina is still in front of the leaders. So is the 7. So, my question, Blake, is... Oh, and Dustin Rogerson down pit side. What are we seeing tonight? This is all over the place. This is making me...
They didn't add a format or anything where the lap cars start in front of the leaders.
No, I don't believe so. We had a stage break at lap 20. We had a scheduled stage break at lap 20. So either way, we would get a yellow here in a few laps, unless this is the stage break, which I don't believe it is. But why are these 2 lap cars? Maybe something wrong with how because there is a mode, Blake, where lap cars will start where they start, but they shouldn't start in front of the leaders, and that's really my question. Is I think Dustin Rogerson, he has made his way to pit road to his pit stall. I'm quite confused. I cannot lie. And I feel unfortunate for Longsworth and Rutkowski on what's happening here. If they don't get a wave around, I feel like that should be something fixed here. But either way, pace car is going to pull off. Wesley Briggs is your leader. Green flag flies.
Green flag.
We're racing again. And it is an all over the place restart, Blake.
The leaders racing a lap.
Yeah, this right here, Bernal, is trying to get back on the lead lap, and that's tight. Yellow again.
I'm wondering if race control just let it go green.
Maybe that's our stage yellow right there.
I don't know.
I think that might be what it is. You know, because that is a thrown yellow from race control. So I believe that is a yellow flag from race control, I believe, Blake. Because I think the restart, maybe they didn't like how the restart was there. The restart was very, very odd. One of the oddest ones I've had, and I want to talk about something good tonight. This Dave Sharon car. He's up 16 spots from where he's qualified, Blake. This is impressive. Obviously, there's been some wrecks, but there's one thing. If you start in the back of the pack and there's a bunch of these big wrecks, your nose has to be clean. And the 4 car's done that tonight so far, as he sits here in second place behind Wesley Briggs, who's been probably the best car all night from the 81 car so far. But we haven't seen more than a 5-lap green flag run, it seems like. So it's hard to gauge, really, who has the fast cars. I mean, Matthews is third, and he was involved in that big wreck down the front straightaway with the leaders.
Absolutely. And what still amazes me is we saw Wesley Briggs get really tight behind a lap car there that was actually really damaged.
Oh, and there we go, Dave Sharon
And
down
the
pit
lap
side.
was really competitive, so
And we see,
I don't know, I'm still confused by that.
I am too, and we're seeing the wave around from a lot of race cars. Siegfried, Tester, Papa Joy back on the lead lap. So we'll have 13 cars in lead lap. Only one of them coming down for their first set. They have 3 sets in the pits, Blake. In the 4 car, he's going to get that first set. Oh, in the 21 machine, who is on the lead lap, even though he's been through what seems like the world ending. And what we're getting from race control was we have a bugged pace car right now. So that's what we're dealing with. iRacing Simulator is having a issue with the pace car. So that might have been from the Gina sitting on the track, just messed up the pace car there. So maybe got some drivers some black flags when they didn't deserve it. So that's why I believe race control has stopped and called another yellow here, which I believe this should be our stage break.
Good to get rid of the tower.
Yeah, it's good to see that, because I was quite confused with you, Blake. I didn't know what was going on. I was very lost as well on what's happening. So good to see. Wesley Briggs, though, still your race leader. Dominated this race so far. We see all around the racetrack. Wesley Briggs. Matthews is second. He's up 9 spots from his grid. Started in 11th. Solid start so far from him. He's kept his nose clean. Samuel Longworth here. Gina Retzkowski right in front of him. The car that was stopped on the racetrack, and I feel like I'd love to know, once we do interviews later tonight, for the top 3, if that car is in the top 3, what happened there? This is almost some contact.
We saw her lock up the tires.
Yeah, that was a bit aggressive, I would say. And we see Samuel Longsworth. What is happening to the 7 car? Oh, he disappeared there on the scoring mile, so that is why he wasn't there. We still have 79 laps to go, Blake, once we go back green.
We still have no idea who's got a good car, who's really got a bad car, who's gonna fall.
Who has damage? Who doesn't have damage right now? I mean, I think Briggs doesn't.
Be like 3 or 4 cars that don't.
I know Briggs doesn't. I believe Gina doesn't. And I believe the 4 car doesn't. So I think that's 3 cars, Blake, who haven't been involved in an incident tonight. That's not good. But
not good, but
what
we saw from Sharon there in the 21, he was competitive.
Oh, without a doubt.
From leaders, so.
I'm gonna look here on Briggs. Let's go ahead and get an in-car camera of the restart from the man in 3rd here of Sean Franzese. Roll bar. Here is the pace car is gonna pull off. Off of 4 here. Pace car is off. Briggs leads them to the Geico restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flies, and a good launch from Briggs and the 27. Here we go. Down the front straightaway, clear. The 27 for second. The 28 looks inside. Patient there. That's what I love to see, some patience from these drivers. The 54 looking inside of Gina Retzkowski. He's running the top, and look at Gina. Real loose there for a second, but wrapping the paint. That's how you save tires. That's how you make speed. And look at that. She pulls the gap on the 28 machine. Dustin Rogerson in 5th. He'll look for 4th here on Matthews. He'll get it. Matthews running the top. not liking his race car at the moment. Sliding back, so it was another spot to the 4. Clear up is the 4, side by side with the 28. So
And how important are these tires going to be here?
I think I mean I'm not sure.
Even though we've only run.
I do think it will be an advantage, but what you cannot do, even with an advantage, is think that you're Superman and just destroy those tires. Use them obviously when they are working, but you can't be running the top and just destroying them super early into the run. As we're seeing finally some strung out racing, perhaps. Maybe we'll see who are the cars to beat. As Longsworth has dropped from the pack 4 seconds, that 7 car does have some heavy damage. Just trying to hope for some more yellows to keep him in this. Seeing the 27 in the fence there.
Just touched it.
Just a kiss. No, not at all, but it will get the 28 car, or the 23 of Rogerson to the outside. Side by side for position number 3. As we see side by side further back with Siegfried and Sharon. Oh, loose there perhaps.
Yeah, I've done that.
I've done that. Oh, we have an issue from the 27 camp. Oh!
The yellow flag is
Some
out.
Hocevar activities there.
He exited, so I think he said adios, everybody.
I'm not quite sure.
Race control through caution, obviously.
Oh, that might have been. I'm not quite sure what that was.
That looked like an adios.
That was interesting, to say the least. So the 27 has an issue off of 2, slows down, spins out, causes a yellow. 5th caution of the night. It's been a.
That was the most interesting of the cautions yet.
We're seeing some more brake lockups from everyone.
Gina's gonna have no left rear tire.
I mean,
from
I don't
cautions.
believe she's made a pit stop either, or he. We're not quite sure yet.
She's locked that thing up.
It's been a few times. I mean, and oh, there we go.
There she goes.
Down pit side. Will she be the only one? No. Dave Sharon, Robert Tester. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of cars. David P. Sharon. So we have 2 Sharons in the field. I believe they should be related. I would presume. Samuel Longworth going to fix more of that front end damage that he has on that 7 machine. Still all crinkled up on the front end. Top 5 will stay out. 6th to 10th are the cars on the lead lap. Will stay out there. We see Wesley Briggs lead this field around. I mean, Wesley Briggs, I don't think he has to pit yet because Wesley's done a great job at managing everything. Without a doubt. Wesley Briggs has been the dominant car of the night so far, Blake.
Yeah, he certainly has done a very good job here, and he's been really good on the restarts. He's not going to stray away from that inside line. It's launching so much better than the outside.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen a car really launch on the outside yet, Blake, so that might be a part of that. And we haven't seen anyone pick the outside. I don't know if there's a choose for the leaders in this racing league. I'm not quite sure, but if there is, but like you said, the launch on the bottom has been massive, so there's no reason to change it up right now when you're pulling 3 car lengths on the 3rd place and 2nd place car entering turn 1, 4/10 of a second gap, the 1 restart.
Absolutely. And let's go back to lap 1 where Wesley Briggs took the lead. It was a very good restart by Brunel in the 27. Went straight to the top, and Briggs just drove it straight deep into the bottom and, got the lead. It's been a wreck fest ever since that moment, but is that going to be the race-winning move on lap 1?
It's going to be the Pods race-winning move of the race, right? Pods race moving, that is what's going to be. But Wesley Briggs, he's held a pretty ship. He's been challenged for the lead. He's been challenged a few times. But he is the leader still, but he is now on 30 lap tires now. A lot of that is under yellow. So we're not quite sure, but the 81, look at the Joshua Siegfried machine. Not Joshua, Andrew Popjoy. He is warming them tires up down the back straightaway.
All right, it looks like we're coming to the green here, everybody.
We're going to see Wesley Briggs. Dustin Rogerson, your front row. Not a guy who's very far off the front row very often. Wesley Briggs leads him to the Geico restart zone. Green flag flies. And another ginormous launch for the race leader.
He's going to have 6 car lengths entering 1.
Oh, he's absolutely gone as the battle for second with Andrew Popjoy and the 28 machine. I mean, the 28 and the 23.
Dustin Rogerson going to be a force to be reckoned with here in this championship.
Oh, without a doubt, this 23 car has pace, and that's the car I'm looking at.
If you look back in the frame there of that, the back frame of that screen, Robert Tester, we did see him involved in that lap 1 wreck. Lots of damage, but he's also had lots of opportunities to fix that.
I think that car's all fixed because look at him. He's starting to march, and look at Wesley Briggs. The lead shrunk. Big 0.4 of a second gap, excuse me, everyone. And now he has gotten caught by Dustin Rogerson. 3, 4 cars have all caught him. And to the outside goes Dustin. Is that the right move, Blake? We're going to see through 1 and 2. I don't believe so, because here comes Siegfried. A great 1 and 2. And he'll get to the bottom of the leader. Side by side down the backstretch. Siegfried.
Entering 3.
I think that's the move right there. Siegfried to the bottom. To the lead goes Joshua Siegfried.
Wesley Briggs, he's going to get swallowed up for 3rd.
And then the 28 machine of Andrew, he's going to put it into 2nd place.
Robert Tester looking strong there. He's going to drive it in deep.
Oh, look, 3 wide for 3rd place. And Wesley Briggs on the old tires, he's going backwards. But what you don't want to do here if you're Wesley, do not panic. Still 70 laps to go in this race, a little under that. You got to be patient here. And look at Andrew Popjoy on the top here, ripping the seam. That got him ran back down from the cars behind as he's trying to reel in Siegfried. Dustin Rogerson in the 3rd position. Gina Rutkowski in 4th, trying to fight Robert Tester off.
Got a little tight there in the middle of the corner.
You're seeing. Oh, contact!
She just got into
hard!
Tester in the 4 car.
No yellow.
Into the Rutkowski as
Keeps
well.
it straight. No yellow. Comes down pit side. Oh, a good race car. Taken out, and I couldn't believe that that 4 car did not plow into the side of that machine. Did a great.
They made contact, but I cannot believe he kept going straight.
Oh, I can't either. Great job. As look at this. Down pit side. Let's get a look back at that. That was heavy contact. Love to see what happened here. And a different camera angle. Right? Because let's get a blimp view. That would be a great view, right? Going into turns 3 and 4. Gina,
she just thought Robert was going to go to the bottom.
yeah, I mean, Robert, yes. I mean, that's the outside car's job, right? Is you. And look at the 4. Woo!
Oh, my.
He squeaked on by.
Oh, my.
And look at Wesley Briggs.
Oh, look at the hood of that car flying up.
My.
And it just reattached itself.
That's the beauty of iRacing, right?
It's
It
so
just
nice when that happens.
right back to normal.
Just exit out, get back into another race, and
Without a
get
doubt.
back going.
As here's the battle for the lead. Joshua Siegfried, Andrew Popjoy, and Dustin Rogerson have separated themselves from Robert Tester. And in 5th place, Dave Sharon. You're seeing it, Blake. Everyone's starting to migrate to the bottom here as we get further and further onto this race. I wonder who's the fastest car tonight. Joshua Siegfried has it right now. We just have a long way to go. We got pit stops. We got fuel to put in, tire strategy, and you have to save them tires for a good long time. 65% fuel, Blake, in the race cars tonight, so that should be 30-something laps in the tanks, 40-something laps, so 38 to 40-something laps, I believe, is the fuel for that. So,
Could be interesting by the time this shakes out, though.
so I mean, that's the thing, though. Those guys who did use their tires early, did they use them too much? I mean, a lot of spins A lot of incidents, and you don't have scuffs. As we see a battle for the lead in the 28. Stuffed it in, contact! And they keep it straight. Rogerson's going to be the benefactor, though. Up to second, maybe to the lead.
Looks like Andrew Popejoy just got it on the bottom of the, on the white line there and bobbled it just a little bit. Robert Tester creeping up into the battle for the lead here in fourth. He's right up on the back foot.
He is right there. And looky here into turn one. Siegfried right back to him. A little tight there. Siegfried wrapped the bottom real good in 1 and 2. As look at Robert Tester, you just mentioned him, to the inside for third.
Dustin Rogerson looking to establish some dominance here in this racing league.
Seeing that Andrew Popjoy car, he got into the fence, lost third to Robert Tester. Dustin Rogerson, he looks on defense though, he doesn't look on offense. Siegfried is all over the back bumper. Look at that, clean air. Got clean air to the inside to the 85. That's perfect job from Siegfried. And here's another thing, Blake, you don't need to pass him right now. You don't need to, but what you do need to do is force that 23 into a mistake. Let him burn up his stuff. Well, you just ride right behind him.
That's right. Run your race.
Look at the 22 up the track there. 28's going to get to the inside as the 85 gets to the inside of the 23. Same thing, the 23 and the 2 did the exact same thing. Right there in 3 and 4, they both drift up the track, and that's going to give both those respective drivers in the bottom the advantage here into turn 1.
Robert Tester looking to cross over.
I didn't quite get the run, and he'll have a run decent on the backstretch. Will fall in line.
Yes, he will. Back to fourth. Robert Tester.
And we have another battle for the lead. Rogerson lifted. 28 to the inside.
Joy just muscles his way to the left rear quarter panel of Rogerson.
Back to the front. Siegfried, your leader. But Popejoy, he wants that lead as well. And he's going to get the clean air on the bottom. I don't like that choice from Siegfried.
Oh, and he's on the track again.
Oh, it's a contact. Tester got him in the back.
Away with the lead.
And Popejoy, what a move. Rogerson's back to second, so Siegfried did all that time working on the 23, and he loses it back to third. Seems like no one can get away from anyone right now. Top 6, all within a second.
Robert Tester, I think he's had enough of the wrecks tonight. I think he's just decided to lay back a little bit here and let these guys duke it out.
That would be the time. Look at that defensive driving off of turn 2, immediately to the bottom, but a great run off of 2 from Rogerson. Side by side.
Siegfried looks to be really comfortable just riding in the wake here, just letting these guys burn their stuff
I think that's the right call though, Blake, but look at him. He's all the way to the top here. You gotta not run the top. You're gonna save those tires. To the middle. 3 wide for the race lead. That's tied off of 2.
Really good racing from all these guys.
Rogerson in the top. Siegfried middle. The 28 in the bottom. Oh, 85 lost the front end. Clear. Popejoy to the lead. Rogerson second. Siegfried is third. And look at the 4 car. Dave Sharon. He's making his way forward with Robert Tester back in the mix.
Yeah,
oh, look at Popejoy. Another loose off too.
I think Sharon's just letting the race kind of come to him here.
And we're seeing
he was
cars
fast with Robert Tester, and then all of a sudden he kind of fell a few car lengths back, just rode around for 5-6 laps, and look at him now muscling in front.
Yeah, this 4 car is starting to really get up into the top 5 mix. He's up to 4th. He passed Robert Tester, and now looks to be right behind the side-by-side battle for second of Siegfried and Popejoy. Man, they are almost leaning. Look at this 28. He is loose off of turn 2 every lap I see it, Blake. Every lap, he is so loose. Siegfried in second. He's right there behind Rogerson. He's going to get a good run through 1 and 2 here, Blake, and he can get to the race lead if he diamonds it right. He did this before. Can he do it again? Good clean air. Toe. You know, this is the best run of the race so far, Blake, and we're starting to see the contenders. And I think this 85 car, I think it's the car to beat off pure speed. But every time he gets to the lead, there's a slight mistake, and the 23 or the 28 pounces.
It's not what he wants, but I like exciting racing. So.
Oh, without a doubt. You don't want to just see someone run away. And you're not. There's 3 cars under 4/10 of a second. Now the 4th and 5th place car have dropped off a little bit of Dave Sharon and Robert Tester. And Brian Matthews, he's 6th right now. A quiet race for this 28 car. He's sniffing with the race leaders. Some good pit strategy, Blake, and he could be right up there.
Ooh, he had
Oh, yeah,
really
he had a big moment. And Wesley Briggs down pit road. No speeding. Do a good job. I don't believe that's in the fuel window for the end of this race, so he will have to make another pit stop. I don't believe he made a pit stop yet this race. We're going to have to look at it.
No, but if he catches enough cautions, he could run to the end of this race.
So Briggs went 48 laps on that set of fuel.
Wow.
That is a long way, but Siegfried's at 41 right now, so doesn't have much more time.
Yeah, man. And the chances of him getting another 4 or 5 cautions like that.
And the best 3 cars on fuel are Tester, Sharon, and Longsworth. The 7 car a lap down, but that could help him on the battle of getting back to the lead lap. Oh, I was talking about Longsworth. All the way to the bottom of the racetrack back there with Robert Tester. He is mighty slow. I'm not sure what happened.
Did not get back up the track.
Seeing a 3-car breakaway. These are your contenders tonight. Siegfried, Rogerson, and Popejoy. I think without a doubt if Burnell doesn't get spun there, I think he's a car that could have been up here. He was fast in practice and qualifying. Got pole. Unfortunate incident racing for the lead. We're seeing another battle for the lead with Rogerson and Siegfried. Not sure about you, Blake, but clean air is usually an advantage. Right now it seems like a disadvantage.
You know, we've seen that a few times on iRacing and actually in the Cup Series before. It's a weird phenomenon that happens. I guarantee we won't see it after this next set of stops, though.
Oh, no. Oh, and look to the outside. Rogerson. And he rolled that top real well. If he gets off 2, he'll be clear for the lead. He's going to clear him. Clear down the back straightaway. Dustin Rogerson. Not quite, though. I thought he cleared him there, Blake. Didn't quite get it done. He's going to clear him here, though.
Have a big run on the top.
Oh, that's Siegfried. Oh, he's down pit sides. Oh, that looked real aggressive.
That was really fast.
That's good.
He got it
I think that was good. I think that was a
really
great
good
job. Good job being aggressive. You want to be aggressive, Blake. There's a lot of time. Samuel Longsworth out here in the 6th position, a lap down. Rogerson now has Popejoy up the rear bumper. Popejoy to the bottom for the race lead. Rogerson's right there in the Kyle Larson line. Side by side, Andrew Popejoy is going to lead the lap here, Blake. Will he take the hold of the race lead, though?
I think he's going to get
clear
right here.
Oh, no. Rogerson, great drive in 1 and 2. This top looks much better in 1 and 2 than 3 and 4.
Absolutely.
He might clear him back here. Clear. Great
clear
job.
Spot. Wow.
Man, we haven't seen, and he's going to run the top again in 3 and 4. I'm wondering now if this car, it looks tight, so I'm thinking the 23 car has now started to really get bricked up tight, and now he has to run the top.
Absolutely, and the top will free the car up just a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're struggling with a tight race car, but in my opinion, he's going to Popejoy clear him here.
Are we going to see the right rear struggle at all here, or is it just going to be the right front?
In my experience, usually, and this is the fixed setup for iRacing, I believe, and that setup, it usually is the right front that struggles later on to the run. Now, obviously, brake bias, and there's Andrew Popejoy down pit side. I think the best 2 cars here are Sharon and Tester. They have the most fuel, and that is my battle for the race lead, I think. I think they can go off 1 more stop. Now, we did see 48 laps ran from, was it Blake? I believe it was Joshua Siegfried or Wesley Briggs. Wesley Briggs ran 48 laps. A lot of yellows thrown in there, so I don't believe that is indicative of the fuel load in the race car. So I think these are your cars to watch in terms of fuel, in terms of pace. There's only 3 cars right now on the lead lap as Andrew Popejoy is changing them left side tires right now. He'll gas it up and come off pit side. There's Siegfried. How much of an advantage is fresh tires? There you see it. Gone, Blake. Absolutely gone. But you'll see that equal out later in the run. when he has those 4 or 5 lap pressure tires, he'll leak into that big gap he has.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we saw Siegfried do a better job than Popejoy getting into the pits there.
Oh yeah, Siegfried was really aggressive on pit road, and I think he was the best driver at all to get on pit road so far that we've seen enter pit road. And that's a lot of time on and off pit road. 43 laps to go. Dustin Rogerson, your top dog, ended up second last week. He wants a win this week, Blake.
Absolutely. Hungry. It's one hungry driver.
Robert Tester, he's been through a lot today. Been in a lot of wrecks, been close to a lot of wrecks, but right now, he sits P2, 1.2 seconds off the race lead. I don't think he's really eating into it so ever slightly is he eating into the race lead, but I think it's all about fuel right now, Blake.
I do too. I think he's sitting in a pretty good spot, strategy-wise.
Well, if the fuel load is about 40 laps, I believe Dustin Rogerson might be okay because we are about to hit 41 to go at the line. I think he might just be all right on fuel. But we'll have to see once it all cycles out. He lost a 10th there that time to Robert Tester, so he is losing time to the slightly fresher tires of Robert Tester. Dave Sharon's dropped back way back. He's 2 seconds off of Robert Tester and almost 3 of Dustin Rogerson. That's maybe seeing the experience there and the better tire saving, right? Because Sharon was at 1 point ahead of the 2 car. And Robert's now ahead of him by a long ways. And here comes Dustin Rogerson. Real easy on the pit side. That was really cautious.
Oh.
That's a lot of time, but no penalty. So that is the only positive about that. You're definitely not going to get a penalty if you woe it down enough. But Robert Tester, the 2 car, didn't get a qualifying lap. Has not been the leader all race long. Lap 61 of this race, he is the race leader. Down the back straightaway, Robert Tester leads. Over 1.8 seconds behind Dave Sharon. A lot of cars down a lap right now, Blake.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting if a caution fell right now. I hope it doesn't. I want to see this play out.
I would love to see this play out. I feel like a caution would really ruin the race. And there's Dustin Rogerson. You're going to see the cars who came down pit side already. Wesley Briggs, Joshua Siegfried, Brian Matthews.
We're going to have to see a driver like Wesley Briggs pit again. He's going to have to splash and go at the very least.
I'd say right side tires is your best bet, Blake. You're going to have enough time to put gas in it because you're going to be on pit road anyways. Put the rights on. And honestly, in the next gen car, for some odd reason, the right side tires always seems to work better on the last pit stop of the race. I'm not sure why. It's very odd how this car is. It's so rigid. I think it frees the car up. But either way, we're seeing a pass here for what is now 4th place. Matthews to the outside of Briggs. Those old tires falling off. Oh, he's loosed off turn 2 there. Ryan Matthews the 4th. This looks like Ryan Blaney at Bristol last week. I mean, not a single car on the lead lap when he stayed out, and we're seeing only 2 out on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, scary spot to be in if you're one of those drivers.
You don't want to be the yellow.
You have to take a wave around.
Oh no, I mean that just gives them 1 fresh tires and the race lead. I mean that is the absolute worst. Now some of these guys do have like only a few laps in their tires, like Dustin Rogerson, but even for him, it would be a massive disadvantage as all those other race cars would be ahead of him.
Absolutely, he stayed out longer. He's got to rely on this run to go green. He's almost at the point where he might be running on fumes at lap 100 if this does run green.
Here's
so
Joshua Siegfried.
he's hoping for a long run.
He's passing Dave Sharon. Now he is not on the lead lap, but what this does tell you is he's trying to get up and catch Robert Tester. And look at that, Blake. That is the difference between fresh tires and old tires. Brian Matthews to the inside of the 15 or the 4.
Well, what lap do you think we'll see Robert Tester and Sharon?
I believe, let's look at the pit strategy again here, Blake. Robert Tester's ran about 38, 39 laps.
So
He'll be coming in the next few laps. So, without a doubt, I think Dustin Rogerson's good to go. I think Popejoy might be good to go if he saves enough gas, but everyone else I'm not confident on making it to the end. Obviously, Robert Tester and Sharon, they will make it to the end once they pit, no matter what, unless they take way too little gas. But I think the ball's in their court, as here comes Dave Sharon. I like this pit call. No, that was close, getting an unsafe pit entrance. Let's hope he doesn't stay down pit road too long. That was really close to the cone. I think he might be okay though. 4 machine down pit side. Locks the brakes up a little bit. That's a good job entering pit road. Right side tires will go on. And here's Robert Tester. Down pits. Oh, and Robert's locking him up. Almost spun out, entering pit side. Yep, no penalty for Dave Sharon there. And I love the pit call to be aggressive with it and get on pit road before the 22 got the opportunity to gain some time with the fresh tires, Blake.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to see Robert Tester cycle out to a good spot here.
I think he'll still be in the race lead, but if you saw it there, Blake, he was so aggressive onto pit road, almost spun out. So that might, null and void that tire advantage that the 4 car had. You can see it there. Dave Sharon's, oh no, Dave Sharon is not going to be ahead of Robert Tester. Robert's just now getting off pit lane as Dave Sharon's exiting turn 4. And by a long ways too. I think he might have lost time on pit road. But you see the tire advantage. Robert Tester is going to cycle out to about a 14, 15 seconds off the race lead right now. But Dustin Rogerson's the car he has to watch. And Dustin Rogerson.
And I think Dustin Rogerson, I think he's going to make it on fuel.
I think he is good, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. You have to be smart here. Look at the time delta between Popejoy and Matthews. That gap is starting to grow a good amount. Last lap it was a 1.4 second gap. This lap it'll be a 2. So that's 6/10 that lap, Blake, that he gained on him right there.
A little over 14 second
Yeah,
lead.
6/10 last lap.
Robert Tester pushing hard early in this run.
Well, now, Blake, there's only 31 laps to go. You can push hard, not have any consequence, because honestly, he has no one else to catch but Dustin Rogerson, in my opinion.
Andrew Popejoy, then my bad, that's who that was.
I think Andrew Popejoy might be the guy who might save enough gas. It's going to be really hard. See Siegfried, he lost Rogerson. Look at Rogerson. Absolutely flew by him. He was 2 seconds a lap quicker than that race car the last few times by. Siegfried right there over Robert Tester, and 1.7 seconds quicker is Robert Tester than Joshua Siegfried right now. That last lap by, Blake. These are some big time lap times from the number 22 machine.
I wonder at what point will these tires level out, though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if he's pushing it really hard. Here's Briggs here, 3rd place, the earliest driver to pit here. So he's going to have to come down again here soon. Oh, is he struggling with his car? He's lost 5, 7, 6. I mean, those are chunks of race lap time he is losing to Dustin Rogerson right now. Whoa, we see almost contact with Siegfried and the number 7 machine. Rogerson in 4th. See it this time. How much quicker is Rogerson than Briggs? 4/10 that time. So you're starting to see that tire even out. It went from 1.2 to 6/10 to 7 to 5 to 4. Obviously still an advantage. And I don't think it's the tires that he has to worry about right now. It is 100% going to be the fuel for Wesley Briggs and Ryan Matthews and maybe Andrew Popejoy.
Yeah, and I think we're just seeing some of these cars lose too many big chunks of time.
Oh, it's Popejoy! What a save!
Oh my.
That was crazy off of turn 2. I mean, he was wrecking loose. We've seen that multiple times, this 28 be loose off too, but that was a save. He went on the apron.
Oh.
I mean, that's the worst
To be
feeling.
that sideways by yourself, oh, you've got to be pushing hard.
I mean, he's got almost a 3.8, he's got a 3.8 second lead over Brian Matthews. And here's the thing, Blake, if this 28 car can't make it on fuel, you want to go as hard as you can to cycle out as close as you can to take those fresh tires and then unlap yourself should the caution come out. So right now, I don't hate this strategy. I think it's the right call. But right now, this 28, he's setting the pace. Another 2, looks like 3, 4 tenths on Brian Matthews that last lap.
Meanwhile, while he gains time on Brian Matthews, Robert Tester is picking up chunks of asphalt and putting them down. He is gaining big chunks every lap.
Yeah, if you
4,
look here,
5/10 a lap.
4-2. I mean, this is on Siegfried and Dustin Rogerson. This is big, and he has gained a lot over the last few laps. Remember, he came out, what was it, 6 laps ago off pit road. He had a 14-second gap to the race leader. He has a 10-second gap now to the race leader. That has come down very quickly, and I'm really impressed with Siegfried right here on much older tires in the 23. He's been able to hang with him.
And he was the same guy earlier. Gets behind the car, drives a little bit better.
I don't know what it is here, Blake. I've had that experience myself. My teammates at 2430 have had that experience. As once you get behind a car here, for whatever reason, it drives better. And sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But right now, you see Wesley Briggs into the fence. He'll lose 2 spots because of that. And Rogerson's like, thank you very much. I'll take that.
Robert Tester with another second that lap.
Yeah, that is scary. So here we are with Briggs. He obviously had a really rough lap. 1.2 seconds lost. Brian Matthews just got passed by Siegfried and Dustin Rogerson. So now the cars with the freshest tires are now behind Pope Joy. Let's see if he loses time now. I would love to see the pit strategy from this Siegfried car. He's got 25 laps on his tires. He has 22 to go. That's 47 laps on fuel. I don't see him making it. I think he's just going to run it until he runs out of gas and hope for a yellow here. But with only 8 cars on the racetrack, one of which was just 3 laps down. Oh! Back there, Siegfried, talking about him needing a yellow. He about was the yellow.
And do you think we'll see 45 laps out of our leader here?
I do. I think that is, I mean, you saw with Siegfried earlier in the race, but that was with yellows. So I don't believe Siegfried's going to make it. I don't think so.
And there's no saving fuel.
Yeah, I mean,
Pope Joy.
No, if you're Pope Joy right now, it's pedal to the metal. It's go time, and as I say that, Dustin Rogerson has put the gap on Siegfried. Obviously had that big moment. But he has lost Joshua Siegfried. And looky there, Robert Tester. They're on the same straightaway now at the end of the straights. Tester is closing in on Rogerson, who we think is the only car, aside from Dave Sharon, who can win this race. Look at Dave Sharon. He's 3 seconds back from Tester. Tester's going to make his move into the top 5 over Brian Matthews. Clear into turn 1. 20 laps to go. The lead is Andrew Popejoy, but for how much longer? Toyota, this is the best running Toyota. The other Toyota of Eric Morton, obviously with a DNF early. Got caught up in the big crash, spun himself out off 2, or got spun off 2. And he is the lone Toyota out on the racetrack. Is Andrew Popejoy. And well, it's the lone Toyota, but it's leading the race right now, Blake. And that's really what you have to see. And there you go. Brian Matthews down pit side. 28 machine. Couldn't go any longer. There he goes. There's Dave Sharon. I think Dave Sharon might be running down Robert Tester a little bit here. Not quickly, but a little bit. Andrew Popejoy is slowly losing and bleeding time. Wesley Briggs down pit side. He went pretty long there, Blake. So how long? Oh,
and a
yellow flag.
Wesley Briggs.
It's Siegfried down the front straightaway.
Wow. Wesley Briggs couldn't
What
have asked
happened?
for a better present there.
That was a Christmas present sent from the Lord himself. I mean, that is perfect.
And I think that also worked out well
for Siegfried.
No, who was the other one? That
Matthews.
Matthews.
But
yeah.
Matthews has currently scored a lap down for Brian Matthews. So
didn't quite work out.
I don't believe it did. Oh, maybe not, because he's ahead of the pace car. Wesley Briggs, though. Not quite sure how all this is going to cycle. It's quite odd.
And we will definitely see 4 tires and fuel.
Either way. Either way tonight, everyone's going to come down this time. If you're a lap car, you're going to take the wave around, and you're going to get back on lead lap. So either way, oh, there's Joshua Siegfried. I think we'd love to take a look at what happened to Siegfried. Let's go and take a replay here. Oh, I mean, I already see it, Blake. Do you?
It looks like he's loose out of 4.
Oh, he is loose
Sideways.
the entire corner.
Wow.
Oh, it steps out.
Just
Side,
it, yeah.
side, side.
What a good drift
into the
there.
grass. Saves it.
Lost it over the
Oh,
over
yeah,
track.
gets into that seam. Robert Tester. Oh, man. Oh, and Dave
wow.
Sharon.
Robert Tester and Dave Sharon about had their days ruined.
That is tight. Dave Sharon down pit side. Oh, we're looking at Joshua Siegfried right here. Dave Sharon. There is your race. Now this worked out perfect for the 23 car, right? And Dustin Rogerson and Popejoy. They both now have the track position. They're going to have the race lead. 16 laps to go, Blake. This is just a battle to the finish. And looky there, Robert Tester.
Coming out third.
That's good
He'll
for
probably
him.
end up lining up about 5th or 6th here. Is about the time we restart.
I believe he's third. No one else stayed out. Oh, we see the two cars taking the wave around.
Oh, Matthews ended
And
up
these two
in
cars take the
Briggs.
wave around. They're pretty much on equal tires.
Okay, but they ended up going a lap down there.
They did end up going a lap down, sadly for them. So, Briggs and Matthews will take the wave around. Siegfried's down pit road. He is rolling again. Wonder, I believe he is a lap down, Blake. So yes, Siegfried is a lap down, unfortunately, for that 85 machine. Andrew Popejoy, though, your race leader. And I think the car to beat right now is this 28 car. He's been one of the best cars tonight. He's been up there all day. I think this could be the checkered flag guy at the end of this race who holds that checkered flag and does burnouts down the front straightaway.
While I see your side of the gauge, the other thing that I see is our top 4 cars of the race here are finally equal. Looks like we've got some damage
That's
repair
true.
from some of these cars. 4 tires, fuel. Hey, level playing field.
And Wesley
Go get 'em,
Briggs,
boys.
unfortunate, he will be stuck a lap down. Unfortunate. So now the battle, we have a battle within a battle. We have the free pass battle. Siegfried and Briggs are going to battle for the free pass. Matthews was able to take the wave around. For some reason, Wesley Briggs was not. So unfortunate for Wesley. Joshua Siegfried obviously brought out the yellow, went a lap down for the spin. So we have 4 cars, make that 5 on the lead lap, 4 lined up in formation. Robert Tester won last week, Rogerson second, Popejoy first race out here. And we have Dave Sharon up there in 4th in that 4 machine. Who's going to get the checkered flag, Blake? Who do you have your money on?
I think Robert Tester here in 3rd. I think the bottom's going to launch very good. What do you think?
I'm going with that 28 car. Give me the race leader. He's in the lead now. All he has to do, hold on, 15, make that 14 more laps as we go green. Pace car is going to pull off pit road. And the leader goes when he gets to the Geico restart zone. Green flag for Andrew Popejoy. And a good launch, like you said, for that bottom lane. Dave Sharon's all gone. He's getting swallowed up by Siegfried.
Not a good launch at all for him there.
And here comes Robert Tester. He's going to clear for second. Look for the race lead. Not quite there. Good runoff, too, for Popejoy. Oh, defensive already. I don't like that. That's going to hurt the corner a little bit here. And there goes Robert Tester to the bottom.
Robert Tester going to be even with
Oh,
Popejoy
good
down
run,
the
though, off
straightaway.
of 4.
Oh, what a good run.
Side by side, entering turn number 1.
Dustin Rogerson lurking back there, waiting for a little mistake out of any of these guys.
Siegfried, he's in the free pass over Briggs. Oh, clear! Clear up for the race lead. Crossover down the backstretch.
Slide job.
Oh, he's taking it back. What a move. I mean, I
What a-
can't believe it's stuck. He didn't really lose that much time off of 4.
He just kissed the wall there, but that's not going to hurt the car at all.
Oh, no, not at all. Clear. Back to the front. Andrew Popejoy. Your race. Oh, look at him. He got the dirty air under the 22 car, and it made him swallow up the racetrack a little bit. Going to take the draft down the back. Look at that. Great job running the bottom there from the 28 of Popejoy.
You know, Gage, one thing I wish we could see out of these Cup cars is that the arrow be made on the top of the car and not the underpan, the underbody of that car.
No, without a doubt. It's so aero dependent because of that, and I hate to see it. But I mean, this is the cards we're dealt. NASCAR obviously won. Oh, it's Robert Tester into the wall. No harm, no foul. These cars are tough. These aren't the Gen 6 cars. But like you said, Blake, I mean, we hate to see aero be the main factor in any race car, especially the Cup Series, and it feels like weekly we see aero be that main factor, and obviously we see talk with Goodyear, but I don't think it can all be put on Goodyear personally.
No, absolutely not.
But tonight, we have 3 cars right here wanting victory, and all of them have a shot at doing it. Robert Tester is lurking. There's 10 laps to go. 9 when we get to the line. Who's going to hold the checkered flag tonight? It could be any one of these 3. Or maybe all 3 will crash, and it'll be Dave Sharon's race. I mean, we've seen crazier things this race.
We did see a wreck with 1, 2, 3 coming across the stripe.
We did see that, and that was early. This is for the win. 9 laps to go. This is intense right here. Here comes Robert Tester. He's looking inside. Nothing doing. Ooh, look at that. Defensive driving all over the place. Popejoy, he's going to make him work for it.
Very shallow entry from Popejoy there.
Yeah, but he made Robert tech up. I think Robert thought he was going to go to the top. 22 looking inside. I think he's there. He's there to the inside. Tester to the inside for the lead. Ripping the seam on the tops to 28. He needs a good runoff too here, Blake, if he wants to fight for this win.
Popejoy is going to lose a car length or 2 off of 2 there.
He's going to stay right in touch though, and we've seen it all day. The car behind drives better. Oh, he's right there. He's going to have a good run off of 4. Great corner from Popejoy.
The 22 looked like he got a little tight there.
It was just a great corner, I think, from the 28. And he's there. He's there. He stuffs it in there into turn 1.
Dustin Rogerson's got to be wondering.
Oh, he's going to be a
what
big
he's gotta
runoff
do to
too.
get into this battle.
The 22 and the 28 side by side. Not a lot of side draft there. All clean and respectful. Coming to 6 to go. The leaders are going to be side by side off 4. No. Clear up. Not quite.
Dustin Rogerson. He's looking to make it 3
Middle 3.
wide across the stripe.
Oh, he got put a block on.
Looks inside.
Oh,
He's going to get blocked
lifted.
again.
Rogerson. I mean, you can only lift so many times until you got to think, I shouldn't have lifted and I should have just gassed it. Tester back to the bottom of Rogerson.
And you saw that lift hurt Rogerson down the back there. Got really tight off the 2.
That's all right. Robert Tester back down to the inside. He's going to be the benefactor of that. As Siegfried
playing a role in this
lap car.
second place battle here.
Rogerson's clear. Yeah, he got a great shove from Siegfried. On the top here.
Tester's got to be screaming, get me clear this lap car.
Rogerson had a good 1 and 2 there. Look at that. Momentum down the back.
Oh, and Siegfried about to take out the 22 there.
That's tight, but I think this 23's found something on the top right here, Blake. We saw it earlier in the race. Look at him here off 4. This is going to be a big run. Good run down the front straightaway. He's going to close to the back bumper. 4 laps to go. Popejoy defensive. No, I don't think so. Look at Tester to the inside. Rogerson, though, had a great extra slide job. What a move.
Oh,
crossover. Oh!
And Robert
Tester
goes around.
In front of Siegfried.
Siegfried goes, and we're going to have an overtime restart.
Oh, I don't think there's damage. But that was some insane racing, and I think Tester thought he was clear when he was not. I was tight.
That was
under
so
5
tight.
to go. Let's take a look at it. I'd love to get a blimp view of this. That will tell the story better than anything else, I feel. Down the back straightaway. Up. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he was clear there. I mean, Dustin's not even crowding him, so unfortunate. Robert, he kept it off from overcorrecting the wall there, surprisingly, and Joshua Siegfried has nowhere to go. Falls right in his lap.
Right into the door of the 22.
Yeah, I don't think the door never really has much damage in this next gen. See Wesley Briggs. I think he'll get the free pass because Siegfried was involved in the incident.
So Wesley Briggs going to be looking to
I believe he will be the free pass. Now, Blake, does anyone have tires? That's the question, and they do. The top 2 do not pit. 3rd on back will. That's interesting, Blake. I mean, it's only a 2-lap dash. Clean air is important, but that might be a big problem. And could we see this 4 car? He's been quietly in the top 5 all night. Could he be the winner tonight? He's 3rd. Oh. What?
Right sides.
Right
maybe?
sides only there. Really quick stop. Or maybe he was just not having enough fuel there. That seemed really quick for right sides. Seemed extremely quick for right sides. I mean, he destroyed everyone off the pit road. Ryan Matthews, Robert Tester still down, and Wesley Briggs will get the free pass. So Brian Matthews off pit road. His 4 car. Really, did we take right sides there? Quite odd.
It was only like a 2-second stop. No way.
I would assume maybe just a few laps short on fuel, maybe a miscalculation there on the pit wall from the crew chief, or wrong pit call, or maybe just burning too much. But not sure why he pit. Maybe a bit of damage repair. I mean, maybe. He was involved with Gina Kraskowski earlier, Retzkowski. That might be some damage repair from that. I don't think he really got damage from that. So I'm quite confused. As you see it, 6 cars will be in the lead lap. Who's your pick to win? I think the 28's the pick. But Dustin Rogerson was ripping the top before we had that yellow.
I just don't think he's gonna have enough time to form a run on the top. He's gonna have to get a lot better launch if he's.
Yeah,
gonna
that's gonna be the thing. Who gets the launch? This pace car has the lights off, 1 to go. And you see Robert Tester, he's gonna start 4th here. Interesting. Brian Matthews behind the lap car of Senior Longworth. I get Wesley Briggs, but why is Brian Matthews behind the lap car? Oh, I think he's gonna pass him. No, he's not. So, not quite sure. We have 4 cars again, the same, about the same order they ordered.
Wesley's a wave around, so.
I see a wave around. Here we are, folks. I think the 28 car is your man.
Tester, if he didn't get any damage there, he's still a cat that
and
can
he
win this
might have
race.
just took tires, so he might be the benefactor of said wreck. We'll have to see, but he is starting on the outside, and he's not even in 2nd, so it's going to need to be a good launch from the 23 and from himself. This restart is the most important one of the night. We do have 3 attempts at an overtime, so we'll see if we have to rack them up again. I wouldn't assume so. But it's been a crazy race. 100 laps of mayhem here. Who's played the gamble right at Vegas? Andrew Popejoy on the bottom. Dustin Rogerson Chevrolet on the outside. Pace car pulls off. And Rogerson bolts. Good shove, though, to the 22 to the 23. Rogerson's there.
Rogerson about launched way too soon, but he got
he's there to the inside.
22.
He's there.
We are going to have a race for the lead.
Rogerson powers by. Clear.
Clear.
Clears up. Big runoff, too, though. And Dave Sharon's clear for 3rd. He might be able to get a podium. All to the bottom. Didn't block the air there for Rogerson. White flag.
Hours out of 4.
We're going to have a battle here.
Bumper. He's going to definitely throw it to the inside.
Rogerson on the race lead. Popejoy looks outside. He's not ran the top much tonight. If he gets a good run, he's going to have a run. Great run off, too, from Popejoy. He'll draw close to the back bumper. Big blocks from Dustin Rogerson.
Oh! Side by side.
Throws him. Look at Robert Tester. Robert Tester wins. What a finish. What a finish. And Dave Sharon nabbed a podium. Andrew Popejoy. And it didn't work out for him. He tried it. I mean, I get it. You're going for the win. Yeah.
Robert Tester, though, what a finish. Let's go back and watch
Let's
them
watch
in
it. I
front
mean,
of him.
that was insane. You're going to see it into turn 1. I'd love to get the best view, usually, of what happens here in the blimp view. We're going to have to see it. Yeah, he gives him a shot. Or he doesn't even touch him, but,
right there,
contact.
Squeeze him up into the
Squeeze,
fence.
spun, and look at Robert Tester. Squeaks on by.
And I think Robert Tester stuffed it in the fence himself. Had he not done that, I think he'd have been right in that wreck.
I believe you might be right.
To be honest with you, I think that's what
you're-
happened.
Well, look at them. They're all Super. Yeah, they're all. Yeah, you're right, Blake. That would have been Dave Sharon's race, I think. Either way, worked out for Dave Sharon and Robert Tester. Didn't work out for Dustin Rogerson. And for the second week, Robert Tester is going to hold the checkered flag tonight. Your results. Robert Tester, your race winner here tonight. Dustin Rogerson will finish second, and again, that's 2 weeks in a row, Blake, that we've seen that same finishing order. Or no, Popejoy finishes second. Well, that's not right. The scoring pylon is not right for the grid there. Not quite sure what that's on about. That is not right. Rogerson second. Sharon is third, as we're going to get some interviews now with our top 3 drivers, I believe. Let's get them in here, Blake. Let's get in our 3rd place driver. He's not, I believe, in any Discord calls for us for Sharon. Don't believe we can get him. Rogerson. I do see Dustin Rogerson in this, so let's get him called up here. Let's go ahead. Put him in the booth here.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately. Well, we're having some issues getting our top 3 finishers into the waiting room, into the N2. And we're all new to this, so I'm trying to figure out here how we get our top 3 into the broadcast booth here. Well, I'm very sorry, everyone. We're going to end it off tonight. Technical difficulties on my end because, well, I'm very new to this and not quite sure how to pull people into the Discord for interviews. So that's my apologies. For the first race of the season, we will get that worked out. I swear. I will figure that out. But my friend here, Blake Smith, and I are going to sign off for you. And a good race tonight, Blake. And I think we're going to see that 2-car, or that 22 car, win a lot of races this year.
Yes, we are. And Dustin Rogerson as well, another very competitive driver, Dave Sharon. Popejoy, Briggs, all very strong runs tonight. I think we're going to see very competitive seasons out of them. Hopefully we can see consistent appearances out of them.
I mean,
On that note, I know I'll be on and off.
yeah,
As
you'll be
far
on
as
and
the
off in
booth
the booth.
appearances go. A lot of Friday nights I got to work, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes for me. But excited to see how this regular season kicks off next week. I will be here for that. Hopefully the race after that too. Other than that, yeah, Robert Tester putting a hurt on these guys in the exhibition races. Definitely gonna be.
He's going to be the
guy
threat.
to,
I mean, but
yeah.
I mean, when preseason doesn't tell the whole story, right? But I mean, he wasn't leading on the white flag. He was third. Third on the white flag, passing Dave Rogers, or Dave Sharon, my apologies. And it worked out for him. You know, the two leaders get side by side. They're going at it for the win. And he's the beneficiary. So, but when you run well like that, you have an opportunity to win. And Robert Tester took advantage tonight. So,
Yeah.
great race from Robert Tester. From
Very
Dustin.
lucky break though to not have very many cars on the lead lap.
Oh, no, obviously a lot of
he
cars.
did cause a wreck right before that.
Oh, yeah, spun himself there. So, a lot of action tonight, a lot of drama, early drama. Then we saw some good green flag racing, some tire wear. Really wish we would have saw more cars be able to do that, but stuff happens early in the race. Unfortunate incidents. I mean, took out a lot of good race cars tonight, but some good runs nonetheless. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We loved doing this. It was a fun race tonight. God bless, Godspeed. Good night.